round 1, we have the choice. Going to play first. 2 mana, we've got the Slide Runner. I think I'm going to keep it. If we draw a 3rd mana, we get Aggregate. If we draw a blue mana, we're in pretty good shape. This hand could punish us, but Vile Aggregate is very good. I would have preferred a red and a blue, but I still think keeping it is just fine. All right, I'll take that. Oh, well, I guess the good news is I get to attack into that. Is he finding the land? No. So he's good on manas. Blue is the ideal draw, so that is good news. Let's do our land drop. Let's swing for 3. Then we get to follow up with Aggregate, which is very good. The old Spawning Bed Vile Aggregate. Yeah, I haven't played double Spawning Bed in a long time, so it's pretty nice to have it in the same deck as a Vile Aggregate. That is very nice. All right, so we go land, Negator or Maw. So I guess Negator because we have double red, so if we draw another red, we can still go like Maw Membrane, but pretty unlikely we'd do that. I still think it's Negator. So we're playing it pre-combat to pump the Aggregate for obvious reasons. You can block the Aggregate there, it's fine. He is going to make the trade, which I'm also okay with. So I didn't have to attack with Aggregate, but I don't know. Okay. So kind of want to rip a land here, to be honest. Oh, that's nice too. He doesn't really have a block though, so I guess we just play Maw and swing. And the next turn I get to go outnumber Dwar Isle Avenger, which is quite nice. He might just want to chump with the Loam Larva, prevent the ingest. Has opted not to, though. And we ingest a Core Sky Climber. Okay. So I guess we just fly over top. I don't have to, but basically, well, I guess I don't have to, do I? I'm not going to get flying here. Because if I don't have to cast Outnumber, I'd prefer not to. But if I do cast Outnumber, I get the added bonus of killing a bunch of things and casting Avenger. And I'm leaving the Maw back just so he can't really crack back profitably. Could have attacked with the Maw too. He is going for it, which is pretty bold. So let's just kill as many things as possible. Which in this case, I guess is going to be the Eyeless Watcher. So I'll outnumber the Invoker. Kill those things. And play the Avenger. Pretty good trade. Get 4 bodies off the board. Granted, it was just a 2-for-1. But I mean, a 2-for-1's good. I'll take a 2-for-1. We did give up one of our removal spells for it, but I would say the cost is pretty low. Multiple Invokers. I imagine my opponent is playing some sort of support deck. It's typically what I think of when I see green-white. So let's say I flew over top. I still would have had to outnumber to cast my Dwar Isle Avenger. I mean, the way we did it worked out pretty well, obviously. He conceded. He didn't want to show us any more cards, so he decided he just couldn't win. We didn't get a ton of information about our opponent's deck. I assumed a splash because of Loam Larva, but maybe that's not a safe assumption. It maybe is more likely it's just a big fat fatty deck, but we did see some stuff that Boiling Earth would kill. We also saw a Sky Climber. I still just want to presume it's a support deck. Killing Eyeless Watcher is nice, but I want to see more tokens before I bring in the Boiling Earth, I think. And I do still sort of suspect it to be fatties. So I guess we're going to keep it the same for now. If I see another reason to bring in Boiling Earth, I'll do so. But just seeing one card so far is not quite enough incentive. So let's keep the rest the same and try this again. All right, game 2. I guess we'll keep. Not ideal hand, but we're going to keep. If we draw one of our many 3-drops, we're looking okay. I mean, 2 drops. If we rip a Hedron Crawler, this hand gets exponentially better. Nettle Drone is very acceptable. Still holding out hope I draw that Hedron Crawler. That'd be pretty sweet. Ooh, Baloth Pup's aggressive. looks like I probably end up... Oh, he put a plains on top as well. Okay. Probably end up trading the Nettle Drone for the Baloth Pup, I guess. I just have a pretty solid kind of late game plan mapped out now, so it seems like a worthwhile trade. All right, let's go Negator. I guess next turn we get Sire, which is pretty good. All right, Seed Guardian puts a damper on the Flyers for now, but I guess we get to attack into it. He's going to get a 2/2, but then we get to follow up with a Dwar Isle Avenger, so I think ultimately it's worth it. It also clears the skies for us, and it pushes some trample damage through, though not much. 1 to be exact, but I think Seed Guardian gets better later, so let's just take care of it now. Kind of actually hoping he does block. I guess it wouldn't be a huge deal if he didn't block, but I can't imagine him not blocking. He wants to get value. So we pump, kill. He gets a 2/2. And we follow up with a Dwar Isle Avenger, which is still good. Unfortunately for us, Mrs. Judgment is quite good. Guess I could have done the defensive Negator. Maybe that would have been better. Alright, let's play the Sire and pass, I guess. I think we gotta chill out a little bit. Okay. Pathfinder's kind of a big deal, but I guess we'll have Spawning Bed. So it's not the... Ooh. Thought Not Seer is pretty good, too. Yeah, it's pretty nice, actually. Let's go... Let me think about this. Well, I guess let's pre-combat the Thought Not Seer, because I'm pretty curious what we're dealing with here. Pulse of Marasa, so I guess we'll let him have the Invoker. We'll get rid of the Pulse. Play the land. We get to do the Avenger. He does not have colorless mana. I think we swing with the Sire, play the Avenger, and pass. Because currently, based on the one card we know of in his hand, we should be able to deal with this board. We can block an Avenger and a Negator on a Pathfinder. I still think getting rid of the Pulse is correct because we don't want him to get back a Seed Guardian. I keep thinking he can bring back anything, but as commenters pointed out, he can only bring back creatures of lands, but still, bringing back Seed Guardian is very good. Considering we're trying to get through with a fleet here, plus gaining the 6th life is also pretty relevant. This is pretty good for us, though. What this is going to let us do is double block with Avenger and Negator on Pathfinder. And he basically just gets to kill... Well, we'll see. His attacks are not good now. And we know based on his hand that He does have to rip some good stuff off the top here, or else we're going to be able to beat him down in 2 turns. It might be the best idea to just take the Pathfinder. I might just, in fact, because of the Warden of Geometries, I probably just end up taking the Pathfinder, which is fine, because I'm going to have a spawning bed. I basically have to block, though, even if he does crazy attacks, because I am at 11 life, which is not a lot. But we're going to take the Pathfinder if he attacks with it. There's just no reason that I see to lose my flyers here. And I'm kind of glad he's doing this, too, because I wasn't going to block anyway, so I don't mind him using resources. I didn't want to block with a Thought-Knot Seer anyway. We're just going to take it. Because I have him on a 2-turn clock in the skies. Like, I don't know what he's going to do about that. Gnarlid's not good enough either. We've got this spawning bed that we can activate. Like, he's in pretty big trouble here. I guess I could even make it fly, but if this was an untapped land, that would actually work, which is kind of crazy. But we don't have to since we have him on a 2-turn clock anyway. So we just swing with our flyers. Wait, why did I not pump with Looming Spires? I don't know. It's not a big deal. Might as well keep it now. Him not having enough resources for Oran Reef Invoker is pretty important here. I mean, ideally he just ripped a land, right? Because all I have to do is chump block the Pathfinder. He does get to attack and use Warden of Geometries to turn off a block with Thought-Knot Seer, but that doesn't matter. Getting rid of that Pulse of Marausa was just essential. I mean, I can't imagine him not attacking with everything. Kind of has to. All right. All right. Got there. Cool. Opponent's deck seemed good game 2. Got through a Seed Guardian. Nissa's Judgment is a very powerful card. Didn't see a ton of my opponent's top end, though, so besides the Pathfinder. So still unsure what kind of heavy bombs he had in there, but cool to see the deck succeed here. And Spawning Bed did just, I mean, Spawning Bed let us win here, so that was huge. All right, we'll see you in round 2.